ladies. So I am 16 weeks pregnant today. Time is flying, but you know how that goes. So I wanted to update a little bit about what was going on last week. So if you didn't watch that vlog, you can go ahead and watch it if you want to. But basically, I was having contractions at night. I mean, all throughout the day, like 1 or 2 an hour, and then there were some that were actually waking me up out of my sleep, and I would classify them more than pressure. Like, they were painful. And then I had the normal, like, achy, stretching feelings, too. But this was, like, I could actually, like, feel the whole uterus getting hard, and then in addition to that, I was starting to have, like, the stabbing pains. If you've been pregnant before, you'll know what I'm talking about. Like, down into the cervix. And then, like, the week before that, I had started getting these, like, electric shock feelings in my uterus. So, basically, my OB said to come in. They just wanted to make sure everything was all right. And check my cervix and all of that, just to make sure. Now, I have a history of irritable uterus. Like, when I'm pregnant, I get contractions a lot. It's normal for me. It doesn't freak me out. They usually are more pressure than pain, and I'm not used to having the sharp pains. And the electric shock thing happened to me one time in my last pregnancy, and it happens like every day in this pregnancy. So, I wasn't like freaked out about it, but it did concern me when the contractions were waking me up out of sleep. So I went in and I had an ultrasound of my cervix done so they could measure the length. And they take 2 different kinds of measurements, the straight length and then the curved length. And so the shortest it was measuring was 4.8 centimeters, and the longest it was measuring was like 5.2, which is excellent. So that was kind of a relief. Like, even though I'm feeling this, I have a pretty high pain tolerance, so I can deal with the uncomfortableness of it all, so long as I know my cervix isn't dilating and it's not going to do anything to the pregnancy. Okay, so when they were doing the ultrasound to measure the cervix, they didn't show me baby or anything. It was literally, they wanted to measure my cyst, because I have an ovarian cyst, and it is half the size it was when I got pregnant, so it's getting smaller, so that's good. And then they measured the length of the cervix, and that was great. But I did see, like, the beginning of the uterus, and I saw baby's feet jumping on my cervix. Yep. It was, like, legit standing up on my cervix, dancing. So that was what was causing the sharp pains. Yeah, so who knew? Who knew a baby dancing on your cervix could make you feel that way? I didn't feel kicks. I felt stabbing pain. That's what I felt. So, yeah, so, you know, lots of things going on, but none of them were anything to worry about. So, it was good to put my mind at ease. Now, I'm 15 weeks, or 16 weeks today. That appointment was at my 15 week. Just because they wanted to get me in because of the issues I was having. And they also wanted to make sure I didn't have a bladder infection, which I didn't. So today I have my 16-week appointment. And I think they're going to recheck my hemoglobin and make sure that's all up to par. I'm doing everything I can to, like, keep my blood count up, because I had to have a transfusion with Annabelle. Really hoping to avoid that this time. So I'm taking a blood builder by Mega Foods. It's called Blood Builder. It's got iron, folate from broccoli, from food. It's a food-based folate, so that's great. And vitamin C to help absorb the iron. And then also, this week I started taking chlorophyll. I've taken it in the past. Didn't do anything for me hemoglobin-wise, but it can't hurt, so I'm adding that in as well. So we'll see. This is about the time in pregnancy when my numbers started, my hemoglobin started dropping. So they're going to monitor it regularly now. So what else? I've been craving calcium this past week, and I still am. And it's funny because like I always crave like dairy when I'm pregnant, but when I'm not pregnant, I could take it or leave it. Like it's not something when I'm not pregnant, I'm never like, let's go get milkshakes. Like that's just not me. But when I'm pregnant, I crave them. So it's probably because I don't regularly have a lot of dairy. So that I've been having like cereal with milk. I've been making like I limit it to like 2 milkshakes a week, but with organic milk at home. And yeah, so just I've been eating string cheese, which is I don't like snack on cheese regularly, so just I am noticing that I am wanting calcium. And when you're reading, it's like the time the baby's skeleton is growing, so I find it interesting that they kind of happen around the same time. This week I did have a lot more energy, and so I used that to my advantage, and I did work out some this week. I think looking at my little calendar, I got in 3 workouts this week, so that's not a lot, but I'm pleased with having been able to do that. And I would also say, I hate using this word, but I feel like I'm nesting. Like I want everything clean. I've been like reorganizing closets. I've been trying to figure out just all our spaces and how we're gonna adapt everything to a family of 5 rather than a family of 4. Like in our bathroom, we all share a bathroom, and like we have only 4 places to hang towels. So I need to, add another hook for the baby. And our linen closet, like we usually keep the kids' bedding in their rooms, but I moved their bedding like to our linen closet, and I reorganized that this week. I don't know why, but I spackled like nail holes that have been needed to do that. I touched up paint all over the house. So I don't know, just like little things were like irritating me, and I was tired of looking at them being unorganized or needing painted and stuff. So I just kept busy this week doing that. So I don't think I'm necessarily like nesting like we're gonna have this baby, but I just want to see some progress. So I've been working on the house this week. Weight-wise, I am between 143 and 144, just depending on the day. So that's like a 6-ish pound gain from the beginning. So that's pretty normal. I am feeling a lot more kicks this week. They're just like little gentle like flicks in there. So that's fun. I've always looked forward to that part in pregnancy. Look forward to that until it's like, until you get to the uncomfortable kicks. And then my daughter was gentle, and we never got to the uncomfortable kicks. And my son like broke my ribs, so his are pretty uncomfortable. So, but right now they're just cute and little gentle pups. So yeah, I think that's all that's going on. So ever since I first started having babies, like with Connor, and I think it was more after I had Annabelle, I never had a cavity in my life. And then when I went to the dentist, like a year after I had Annabelle, I had like, I think 4 cavities. And since then, in the past 2 years, I've had, I think 2 more, plus they preventatively like sealed some deeper cracks in my molars that weren't cavities but would turn into cavities. So my teeth have just been in really bad shape since I've had babies, and the dentist like swears it's not because of having babies, but I don't know. I have another spot in my tooth. I called the dentist today to go in and have it looked at. It's just really sensitive. I think my enamel is like crud. It's not good. So I like get sensitivity easily on my teeth and like little cavities. They're like teeny tiny cavities, but they develop and it's like got to do something about them. I've been kind of putting off getting regular like fluoride treatments, but I think it's to the point I need to. But has anyone else who's had babies like started having a problem with their teeth? I don't know. I was pregnant with Connor, nursed him for 2 years, got pregnant with Annie while nursing him, nursed her for 3 years, got pregnant with this baby. Like I was a few weeks pregnant when she weaned at 3. So I've been pregnant or nursing for almost 7 years now. So I don't know. I feel like that has just taken a toll on me. And I feel like that might be the cause, but the dentist says no. So I don't know. But I hope to get it figured out because it's really annoying. But I will show you the belly. That was kind of like a sidetrack thing, but it's important to have good dental hygiene when you're pregnant because some oral problems can actually lead to preterm birth. And so if you notice something wrong in your mouth, you need to get to a dentist. You don't want to have it lead to a preterm baby. So I will be going tomorrow to the dentist. I've already made the appointment. But I will show you my belly, and then I will see you ladies next week. So here's the, well, it's not such a little belly anymore. 16-week belly. From the front, you really can't see from the front. And the side. Little belly. So my belly is growing, ladies. Yeah, so it's kind of fun to see the belly growing. No strangers have asked if I'm pregnant yet, but everyone who knows has said something. So definitely a little baby bean in there. And I think that's it for this week, but I will see you ladies next week.